What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already after you subscribe on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, fam, and then I'll go in. Man. Boy, New York. Just can't stop taking L's. First, they took one of the biggest L's in history. They elected a mayor, tap dancing, buckaroo mayor, Eric Adams. If you know anything about this dude, fam, you know that he is not for the people. He is absolutely for the establishment. Ain't no doubt about it. I'm here to expose all of it. Now, why does it matter to me what happens in New York? Well, number one, I got people out there. I got friends that live in New York. Number two, I care about the people no matter where they live. Number three, what goes on in New York in terms of a money grab will eventually make its way to Houston, Texas. And to your city. Eventually, everybody is going to be affected. Anytime they find a little money hustle, man, they make sure to mirror that program in the next city, next state. So here we are. New York, the official date that New York City has shown its booty once again. It's official, fam, after months of speculation. The MTA board just approved congestion prices. That's what they call them, fam, congestion prices. They approved congestion pricing measures for cars that enter Manhattan below 60th Street. What kind of hustle do they have going on this time? What are they trying to shake the people down for this time? Well, they're trying to get $15 on a passenger vehicle, on every passenger vehicle that enters the zone that's below 60th Street from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekdays and from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. Exact pricing shifts depends on the size of the vehicle, and there are indeed a few exemptions to keep in mind. Specialized government cars like snowplows and emergency vehicles will not have to pay, for example. Folks who make less than $50,000 a year, on the other hand, can apply to a program that will allow them not to pay for their first 10 trips into the zone each month. That sounds good as long as they're only working 10 days a month. Drivers who stay on the West Side Highway on the FDR Drive can also avoid the toll, while people who use the Lincoln, Holland, Queens, Midtown, and Brooklyn Battery tunnels to get into Manhattan will get a $5 credit on the congestion price, meaning you won't have to be responsible for the full price of the toll given your previous payment. Live in the area? You are exempt from payments only if you make $60,000 or less per year. Be aware though, not using an Easy Tag or Easy Pass will automatically run you a 50% higher fee than the one paid by people who use it. What do y'all think about that, family? I need to know. I need to know that I'm not the only one tripping. See, we've seen this play already. This ain't nothing but a tax. This is just another toll tax, right? Disguised as a congestion tax. This is another way to shake the people down, to dig into people's money. People who are already struggling a lot of times people are already struggling and they just getting by. And now they want to add to you getting by. They want to add to your struggles. They always everything they do, they try to disguise it as helping the people. It's always something about helping the people, but it ends up being something that puts a strain on the people. You ever notice how every time you see a startup company, when you hear their pitch, it's always about how they're going to help humanity. And then it always ends up about how they end up just stuffing their own pockets. And the people really don't really feel any effect of this so-called help that they offer. It always comes under the guise of help. This is just a money grab, fam. Just like they did in Houston when they was putting those, they put some cameras on the signal lights, on the traffic lights in Houston, and these lights were supposed to catch people speeding. This was supposed to make the city safer from people who wanted to speed, right? But what they were doing is they would give you a speeding ticket. You'd get a speeding ticket in the mail. And as long as you paid the speeding ticket, you didn't have to go to court. You didn't have to take defensive driving. It would just go away. It wouldn't be on your record or anything. Now, is that about public safety or is that about getting paid? See, we had a couple of brilliant lawyers. One of my lawyers, Stanley Snyder, who was involved in getting rid of that law, getting that law tossed out, because they realized they was able to prove that it was a shakedown. They was able to prove with the data that it did not help improve public safety on the roads in H-Town. Let me tell y'all something, fam, about New York. My daughter live out there, so I go out there a lot. And even when I'm not out there, I'm concerned about what's going on out there because I got family there, my baby there, and I got friends out there and stuff. So, I peep what's going on in New York more often than most people who don't live in New York. Congestion in Manhattan had already slowed down tremendously during the pandemic, and it's only recovered by 50% since the pandemic. So they can scream about congestion, but that ain't what it's about, family. It's about that paper. Really, now more than ever, something like this could have been put on the back burner. But they trying to figure out how to get that money they lost during the pandemic. That's right. I said it. Public advocate #1 for the people, baby. Yeah, I said it. They trying to figure out how they can get that money back they lost during the pandemic. So it's always a hustle, man. It's always, they can't just straight up say, yo, everybody need to pitch in and give money that they really ain't got so that we can get back on our feet around here so we can recover some of that money we lost for 2 years. We need that money back, man. So we need everybody to pitch in. No, it's always a ruse. It's always a ruse. They can't tell you straight up because they know the people ain't gonna buy that. But they know that they're pretty good at fooling the public. They're pretty good at propaganda. This is a hustle, fam. This is a hustle. They are trying to hustle the good people of New York, specifically New York City. They are trying to hustle the good people, well, not just New York City, but, we're talking the boroughs and everything else. They trying to hustle the good people. That's what they're doing. Man, these politicians ain't worth 2 cents. I'm getting hot about this now, man. You ever try herbal tea with honey? Put a little lemon in there? Yeah. Helps you out. Keep you healthy. In any event, fam, this is cold-blooded. People are already struggling financially. Okay, you got a few people that drive their Ferraris to work, but most people just trying to get by. Now, they said that they was not going to tax school buses and government vehicles. We kind of figured that they wasn't going to be taxing government vehicles. But here's the thing, fam. The reason why politicians can push for stuff like this is because they're not going to get taxed. If they have to pay, they're going to get a stipend, which means that they're not really going to be paying. You see, they always figure out a way to help themselves while sticking it to the man, to the average man and woman. They always got a way to stick it to the people. That's why they pushing it forward so hard. They always talking about how they helping the people. They ain't trying to help the people. They're trying to help themselves. And you know, all of these type of programs have lobbyists. And lobbyists have a bag full of money for anybody willing to take it. Going into the comments. What's up, Chris Smith? Chimney Banks, Zhu Yiping. What's up, Zhu Yiping? They're doing the same thing in London. Yeah, absolutely. And Singapore. Same thing in Singapore. I like that name, Zhu Yingping. Boy, that you can use any one of them names. I use any one of them names. That would have been my rap name. In fact, I would have used the whole name, Zhu Yingping. You can't touch me. Any of you rappers out there, all you rappers out there, y'all can't touch me. That name, a name like Zhu Yingping, man, get up off me. Adventures on the Road, what up? What's up, Willetta? Dub 2 in the building. Yeah, they're going to raise rent too in 2024. They can't wait to raise that rent. That's why all of these big banks are buying houses and turning them into rental properties. They're buying houses and apartment complexes. They're buying them up left and right. And they're trying to own everything so that we own nothing. So if you got something, hold on. If you got something, hold on. Because they're going to be trying to get everything. Man, these people something else, man. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Maureen Stein, what up? Claudia Spielman. What's up, Claudia? Who is that? King Blacks? What up? Doreen is blessed. So what they do, fam? So they're going to try to deter people from driving into the city try to deter you. They really want you to drive. They really don't care about that congestion, fam. They really want people to drive because I bet you they taking a calculated risk and said to themselves, most of the people that drive, you know, they drive because they don't want to get on the subway. Subways are dangerous, you know. They don't want to get on the subway. So they're going to drive anyway. So it's a money grab. I would be very interested to see the data after 1 year. How much of a difference that charging people that fee has made. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. It's a hustle. A lot of the people that drive, they drive because they don't want to get on that subway. That subway, man, there's all kind of weirdos be on that subway. I mean, the people that's not weirdos, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all not weirdos, but you know what I'm saying. So when you step on that subway, you don't know what you're gonna see. Even when you're out there on the platform, when you're going through the subway, you don't know what you're gonna encounter. So just like they're doing it in New York, once they implement it in New York, oh, it's coming to Philadelphia. It's coming to Boston. It's coming to LA, Houston, Chicago. Get ready. Just like the tolls came. And check it out. Here go the hustle, fam. So we already paid for the tolls with our tax dollars. We paid for the tolls to be built with our tax dollars. Some private investors paid the rest. But the private investors and the government, the state, get to bust the money up between them. We help build it with our tax dollars, but we don't get none of it. We help build it, and then we got to pay to maintain it. And we got to pay everybody's salaries on top of that. Ain't that a hustle? If you're going to build the tolls so that people can drive more freely, and the tolls are supposed to get people to where they're going faster, free up the congestion. If your tax dollars are already paying for the toll, why are you charging people? Why are you charging us extra money? Because they're crooks. They are crooks. Crooks. Think about what I'm saying, fam. Our tax dollars pay for the tolls to be built. Then they turn around and charge us to drive on the tolls. That's like charging us to drive on the streets, which is what they're doing now in New York. You want to drive on this street, you want to drive within this radius, you want to drive on these blocks. From this time to this time, we're going to charge you to drive down the street. But you already paying to drive down that street. You pay for the streets. You're paying for the streets to be maintained. You're paying for the traffic lights. You're paying for the street lights. You're paying for the street signs. You pay for the cleanup crew to come through. You're already paying. But they're going to charge you a tax on top of that? Crooks. Crooks. People are already having a tough time, man. They're always trying to figure out a way to squeeze on the American people. Always trying to find a way to hustle the people. And once they get a hustle, fam, once they get a hustle going on, have you ever noticed that once they start with a hustle, the hustle only grows? It never rescinds. It never. The people never get a break. The fees only go up. the fees just continue to go up every year. I went through a toll in New York once. One toll, fam. One toll. And that toll was like, I think, $40-something for one toll. $40-something. Matter of fact, I think it may have been $50-something for one damn toll. Where that money going, man? It sure ain't going to the quality of life for the people that live in New York. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Y'all show Miss Jazzy some love, fam. Miss Jazzy is our moderator. Show us some love. Queen Jet Black, what's up? What's up, Super Mario? Azim Shabazz. Soul for self-care with Mo. That's right. Line in their pockets. What's up, Sylvia Green? Then, so let's say a toll, let's say not New York, but some of these other places. Let's say you got a toll that's $1.50. And you go through the toll without paying. That $1.50 is now $19. Okay, I went through the toll without paying. You caught me. Why are you charging $19? You still gonna get the money. You still got me. If I go through there without paying, you got me. So why not, instead of saying, okay, you went through there and you should have paid $150, we're gonna charge you double just for going through there. You're gonna get hit double. You still getting your money. Why they gotta charge a person $20? And don't say it's to discourage you. It's not to discourage you. That ain't what it's for. It's they doing it just because they can, and they greedy, and they're crooks. Always trying to figure out a way to hit the little man. Always trying to figure out a way to stick their hands in the pockets of the people. And then get up there in those campaign speeches and lie, acting like they for us. What's up, Kenneth Snell? Tom Carter. Marty Franklin, what's up? What's up, Stacy R? Diane Graham. I've been asking you for help for 3 years. You have? Okay. Let's see what you have. I haven't received help yet for my husband's day lynching. Husband's day lynching? You give me phone numbers that you never answer. I ask you questions, but you never. Man, I don't even know who you are, Diane. I guess I know now. Do you know how many messages I get a day? Do you understand how many messages I get a day? I'm not trying to, belittle you or be dismissive, but don't come on here trying to blast me. Don't come on here with that. If you need something from me, now the best thing would have been done is been smooth with it and just say, I've been trying to reach you, blue. Now I see it. If I read it, I see it. Now I know. But trying to get on here trying to blast me, that ain't gonna work. That ain't how it go. You get more honey you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Yeah, I literally get hundreds of emails every day. Hundreds of emails daily. Anybody that's sending me an email, I tell them, look, man, before you send that email or when you send it, let me know you sent it so I can look for it. Because otherwise, it's going to get buried. Azim Shabazz, what's up? Rosemary Johnson too. What it do? And here's the thing that I want y'all to remember this, fam. Since I'm on this, I want y'all to remember this. If you reach out to somebody, you the one reaching out for help. If you're reaching out to somebody for help and you ain't getting the help that you want, don't just automatically think that a person see you or hear you. And don't just automatically think, even if they do see your message or read your message or know of, don't automatically just think that that person is trying to be dismissive of you or whatever, but perhaps give that person the benefit of doubt that they probably got a whole lot more people coming at them with those same type of requests, whether it's for some type of public assistance, whether it's some type of assistance with helping fight law enforcement for doing you dirty, or trying to get a feature on a rap song. Like it's like the person who try to come on somebody's platform and talk down on the person, and they trying to do the same thing you're trying to do. They're trying to do what you do. They want to be where you are. And instead of embracing you or supporting or just stepping back and learning from you, or even perhaps asking for some type of assistance, they decide to go into attack mode. They think that's going to be the way for them to come up if they attack you. That ain't how it go. More than likely, what you're going to end up doing is getting yourself blackballed. You're going to end up getting yourself having people distance themselves from you and realize, okay, you know what? Every time I look around, that person there talking down on somebody, you're going to have people not want to do business with you, not want to mess with you at all. When I see people doing what I do or what I want to do, I try to figure out what it is that they're doing. If I'm trying to do it, I try to figure out what it is they're doing. And if I can reach out for some help, I'm going to try to reach out and ask them, hey, man, how you do that? What you do? How you do that? Instead of trying to talk down on them, like I see a lot of dudes be hating doing stuff like that. They do a lot of that. A lot of that go on YouTube. A lot of that hating go on YouTube. Instead of trying to ask somebody, hey, man, how do you do that? I've had situations where there were a couple guys doing it in the YouTube space, doing really well, that I reached out to, and I said, hey man, how do you do this? How did you do this? And they gave me the information. Shouts out to Phil Scott, shouts out to Jake. Yeah. And in turn, certain people that I've seen that people been able to get at me, certain people get at me and they say, yo, man, how you do this? I say, this is what you do. Now, I ain't saying I'm some open book where I'm just some sit up here and be answering people questions all day, like, and just, giving up the game all day long. That ain't what I do, But if somebody can get my ear and I got time and I feel like that it's worth giving them some information, sharing some information with them, I do it. I ain't got no problem with that, because whatever they do ain't gonna take nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody like me. Nobody. I'm Willie D. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody on the planet like me. So you can kind of do what I do. You can try to imitate me or whatever, but you're gonna end up being you, not me. So ain't nobody gonna end up doing what you do. Ain't nobody like any of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't feel threatened by giving somebody the game. That don't threaten me. Because I know can't nobody do what Willie D do. It's only one Willie D. When I die, there'll be no more. Simple. So I don't feel threatened. Akani, what up? What's up, Jamar Young? Lakeisha Johnson, what it do? Freddie Dorsey. What's up, Fred? Yeah, I've helped so many people on this platform, fam. I mean, you couldn't even imagine how many people I've referred to lawyers and you know, uh, you know, employers, employees, um, activists, doctors, um, entertainment execs, all kinds of stuff. I put a whole lot of people on, whole lot. You have no idea. But I don't spend my day. I got to work. I got to earn mine also. So I don't spend my whole day every day doing that. But you know, it ain't something that I shy away from. But some people got a sense of entitlement. They think they're the only person alive. When they reach out to you, they think they're the only person that exists in the world that is trying to get at you. You know? Chris Smith. Yeah, back to this New York thing though, fam. This New York shaking people down. Yeah, I don't like that. You New York officials, you politicians, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. But I know you're not. Y'all just want that money. Y'all don't care about nothing else. Y'all don't care nothing about the people of New York. They're always trying to disguise it as trying to help the people. They good at that. Always trying to disguise it as helping the people. They don't give a damn about the people. Talking about a congestion toll. Congestion toll. Let me tell you something about Manhattan, fam. I bet you if you come back 100 years from now, I don't care how much technology has advanced. New York is a certain part in certain area of New York, that main area they talking about, that's congested. It's going to be congested 100 years from now. Ever since I've ever been to New York, it's always congested, especially in that area they're talking about, from 60th Street on down. It's always been congested, and it's going to be congested when we come back next year and the year after that and the year after that. Only difference is they're going to be, by then, in 10 years, it's going to be $50 to drive down the street. Crooks, lock them up, all of them, and their kids, and the dog. Money grab, man, that's all it is. Jamar Young, Milwaukee, D-Boy checking in. What's up? What's up, Alice? Yeah, once they put that toll out there, they're never gonna get rid of that toll. They're never gonna build the streets out better. You know, they'll never have a better traffic system. They're never gonna do anything. While they talking about taxing people, they need to fix them damn potholes, especially coming from the tunnel at LaGuardia. Need to fix them damn potholes. Damn potholes been there since for 35 years. Same damn potholes. You say, why the mayor so quiet? Mayor, I don't know. Maybe it's because he got hit with a sexual assault charge. Yeah. Y'all heard about that? Yeah. Yeah. The mayor himself is going through some Me Too. He got a Me Too case. He got to tread lightly. Cat Daddy from New Orleans, what's up? James Wheel, what it do? Marty Franklin. David Anthony, what's up? Yeah, family, if they really cared about the congestion, if they really cared about the congestion, they would deny all vehicles to come through. If they cared about the congestion and the pollution and all of that, they would just deny all cars come through, right? They could just say, you know what, no driving whatsoever. Or they can say, you know what, the only vehicles we're going to allow through here is emergency vehicles, school buses, and public buses, public transportation buses. That's it. That's it. First responders, school buses, and public transportation buses. That's it. If they really was concerned. Nah, they're not concerned like that. They want that money. That's what that's about. Jeff Hearn, what's up? What's up, Roxy Green? All right, fam. That's my time. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. I know for some people, they don't really care about stuff like this, you know, but this is important to me. This is about quality of life. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this is going to affect all of us more than, you know, some rapper going to jail or something like that, right? So that's why these type of topics are important to me. Y'all be careful out there, fam. Again, middle finger to the people who passed this law in New York City. No more talk.